Well, it's another day here, and it's waking up to some really cool sounds of birds here in Western Australia. As you can see, they're flying around here. So we heard some crazy noises last night. We didn't know what it was, and turns out it's a bird colony here. There's so many birds here. Don't know what kind they are. I'm gonna actually try to figure out what kind they are, but yeah, tons and tons of birds here as we're just getting up, and we're actually almost at the town of Albany, which is really close to here. It's only about a 45-minute drive. And there's our car. So yeah, 45-minute drive, and then we're gonna check out a couple towns today. So we're gonna check out Albany and then Denmark. Denmark is a really cool town as well. There's lots of stuff to see there. So yeah, we only have today and tomorrow, and then we will be in Perth, Australia, about around noontime the next day. And then we only have about a day or two in Perth before we fly out to Indonesia, Bali, Indonesia. So yeah, Australia adventures are starting to end here. So we're gonna get going here now and get on the road and make it to the town of Albany. See you guys in a bit. Well guys, we made it to Albany, and our first stop is we just wanted to check out one of the beaches. Wow, that's one cool ass tree, by the way. It is a beach by the name of Amu Beach. Yeah, so this is Amu Beach, guys. I think a lot of the locals come here in the town of Albany. They come here to swim. The more and more we experience Australia, the more beautiful it gets. Western Australia is very beautiful as well. If not, it's even more beautiful than the other parts of Australia, but this is a really cool secluded beach. I can see myself, if you were living around here, you could just have a beach like this, go in for a quick dip, and then go back to what you're doing. Albany still, and this is the viewpoint from to see the whole town of Albany. We're at the top of the hill here, and we're just coming up to the War Museum. And first we're gonna do this, the convoy walk. Too many people died, World War I, World War II. Here you go. After war was declared on August 4th, 1914, Australia and New Zealand governments raised 2 new forces to support Britain and her allies. Wow, so the first convoy. Japan, Australia, Britain, and Australia. So there's a lot of history involved here. And, you know, lots of people that from Australia were sent as kids to go to war, to World War I, World War II, paying our respects, for sure. Here's one of the artilleries that they were using as a defense mechanism. You can just imagine shooting out there towards some of the oncoming dangers that were coming their way. Submarines, boats, planes, everything. So there's another one, I don't know what this is. The other one's artillery, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure what this is. This is maybe used, I think, for planes, I think. Because it's a little bit smaller. Wow, look at the barrel on it. Whew. Man, that's pretty damn cool. Still standing there after over 100 years. So they have a whole bunch of bunkers here as well. Small building housed a range-finding telescope in the Second World War, used to define the distance of a possible target from the battery. During the First World War, it was used as the central position of the fortress. This thing's still standing. That's so cool. So they would just sit here and use it as a lookout. Wow. Now we're heading down here, which is even cooler. This must be their bunkers. So they would store all their ammunition and everything down here. That's so cool. Yeah, look at that. They have bunkers and stuff going down there. These artillery shells. The old lights. Oh my goodness, look at this. Those are for shooting. Albany defenses. Look at that, an old case. Probably ammunition, right? Princess Royal Battery. Left-hand gun, there it is there. Coast defense. The 2 major types of projectiles were those designed to explode on impact or those to explode after piercing the armor. The 6-inch projectile had a common weight of 45 kilograms. The shell store was stocked with 400 projectiles. Wow. Look at them all here, guys. Still have so much ammo. Here's the muzzle. That's, yeah. You have ammunition and explosive charge in them. Oh, that's so cool. There it is right there. It explains you. Look at these old, look at how old these things are. Man, those were used so long ago. So much ammo. This is so cool. Look at the size of that gun. Look at that. That was probably placed on some of the ships. And then this was another one. I guess this took out to shoot up in the sky and take out the planes. Wow. Look at the size of these, what, torpedoes I'm guessing they are? Yeah. Wow. So many different types of guns that were used. That's a huge one. Oh my goodness. Wow. Yeah, this is anti-aircraft defense. Here's a missile, and oh my god, it's just the coolest thing. SM-1 surface-to-air missile. Whoa, the cost was 409,000 American just for one of those. 409,000 for one of these to shoot down. So they would put that into this and shoot down the air incoming. Wow, this is really amazing what they have here. So amazing. Then they would just keep shooting.